Once again, there is a new 7 Night of Old Synthesis event, but is it worse than before? Let's find out.
7K Dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to make a video on this topic because there has been a lot of commotion about the synthesis being very disappointing. I will not only be evaluating the event alone, but also comparing it to the previous synthesis event 2 months ago when Melia was released. For the current event itself, as mentioned in my Fai dungeon video, it lasts for 3 weeks, so if you actively play and clear the dungeon, you will get a total of 21 tiny flames, which means you will be able to get all 7 everlasting flames available in the synthesis. You will also get 6 everlasting flames from check-ins across 2 weeks. So this amounts to 13 everlasting flames in total for free-to-play players. Now let's look at the cost of the synthesis. Melia herself costs 8 flames and the necklace costs 7. Do the math and you will realize you can only synthesize for any one of these. You can't even get 2 necklaces with this amount. So honestly, this is kind of retarded because someone in Netmarble can't count, or maybe they can count but they decided to once again slap all free-to-play players in the face. This isn't the first time where we had to voice out and complain about such basic issues. Not long ago, we already had an event hero locked behind a paywall if you wanted to max her out. So I mean, it's honestly getting kind of tiring. And I really can't appreciate Dev Kagura saying he will listen, but fail to foresee such things. If you want to make this game playable again, why actually limit something like that, which actually makes playing the dungeon redundant after a certain point, especially for free-to-play players? Since players already get 6 from the check-in, then all they need to do is just to play the dungeon for another 6 days for 2 everlasting flames worth of tiny flames, and that's it. Because subsequently any further acquisition of the flame won't get us anything, and it's a big waste of space too. And on Monday's developers notes, he just said that he wants to reward the effort of players. Now, even though this was mentioned in the context of event hero releases, I think this should have been the first priority in designing anything in the game to give players an actual purpose and visible and achievable goal. Which brings me to the next part about comparing this event to the Melia event, and we will then answer the big question, is this event worse? So I took the effort to make this comparison chart. The current currency drop has been changed to guaranteed, while previously it was RNG based, so now you will get one major event currency every 3 days due to the 2-step synthesis. Before, it was completely random and it was a 1-step synthesis, so you could get 0 to 3 in the same duration. Check-in freebies wise, both do give the same amount of free event currencies, which allows us to compare the total. We can get 13 event currencies for sure now, while before that, if you were super unlucky, you get 6 only via check-in, or if you're super lucky and get 7 from the dungeon, it will bring your total to about 13 as well. So putting it like this, you can see that the amount of event currencies we get actually don't differ too much. And in this case, even between free-to-play players, the acquisition causes a difference in progress. Now all free-to-play players will acquire event currencies in the same way due to the event, while before, some free-to-play players may be luckier, some may not, so this causes variation in players' progress. Now let's look at the cost. Melia now and Galidas before cost the same. We need 8 event currencies for 1 copy and you can get up to 2 copies of them. However, for the accessories, previously it cost 5 and now it costs 7. Does this cost difference matter? Well, it depends. Effectively assuming we wanted to get the 7 Nights of Old, you will only pretty much be able to get only one thing. But assuming you were indeed super lucky in the Melia event and had 13 event currencies, you will have 5 spare currencies which can be used on an event accessory. And in fact, you could even get 2 event accessories if you don't want the Galidas back then. So, well, realistically speaking, I only managed to get 5 Crystal Dragon shards back then, which means it was only possible for me to get 1 Melia and that's it. Which is pretty much the situation now where you strictly can only exchange for one thing. So is the event actually worse or has anything even changed? My main conclusion is that the current event is more fair to a larger majority of players, but the Melia event is better in terms of reward possibility because there is still luck involved, unlike now where free-to-play players are absolutely restricted by the amount of currency available. That said, I'm not praising either event because they both have flaws, and the fact that you just can't maximize the possibility of synthesis makes the whole idea of the special dungeon only worth playing for a short time. So this is a very objective point of view. I know many players are immediately condemning this event as being worse, but I hope with this you see that actually it is not entirely worse, but definitely not better in any way. And if you found this video helpful, do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Leave your comments and feedback in the Netmarble forum as always. Stay tuned for more guys. Thank you so much and see you